You're watching WISC TV3 Madison.
Making news tonight at 6, critics say one of these photographs is too racy for a city building. Should nudity be displayed in a public building? A Madison City Arts Commission will answer that question tonight after a resident complained about an art exhibit at the municipal building.
Our Rick Bloom joins us now with the newsroom, from the newsroom with more. Rick, what photo is causing such a stir?
Well, Mark, it's a picture photographer James Rhem took of his wife 9 years ago when she was pregnant with their daughter. What makes it provocative is that she wasn't wearing any clothes at the time and that it's part of an exhibit on the wall at the Madison Municipal Building. At least one resident wants the city to take the picture down, but city officials don't understand what the fuss is all about.
If the parents want to take their children to a museum that has nude photography, then they have the choice of going to do that, but not when they walk through the city building unsuspectingly running into this nude photography.
It's an accessible gallery. And so while I understand Mr. Cook's complaint that it's not a museum, we treat the exhibition space here and look at it as a fine art gallery.
Now, a city commission responsible for public art exhibits will hear Cook's concerns in a few minutes. Tonight at 6, we'll let you know if they've made any decisions, and we'll profile the photographer who came up with the exhibit in the first place.
All right, Rick. Thank you.
Is it art or is it obscene?
That's what a city arts commission will decide tonight about an art exhibit now showing in the Madison Municipal Building. At issue, whether a photograph of a pregnant woman in the nude should hang in a public space. News 3's Rick Bloom joins us now from the newsroom with more. Who's upset about the exhibit, Rick?
Well, Katie, a resident complained to the City Arts Commission that the nude picture didn't belong in a public building. That's forced the photographer to defend an exhibit that's already faced a fair amount of challenges. A warning to viewers, we do show the photograph in the story.
Hey, they've stolen another one. They've stolen another one. The one of Sophia's breath on the...
It's the second photograph James Rhem has had stolen from his exhibit in less than a week.
They even stole the nail out of the wall.
But stolen pictures may be the least of Rhem's problems. This picture of his wife taken when she was pregnant with their daughter 9 years ago may get the whole exhibit taken down. If that happens, Rhem would be devastated.
For a year, I've been thinking about the exhibit that I would mount, and the whole wall is conceived of as a piece.
Rhem's exhibit, called Looking Back, has been up at the Madison Municipal Building for less than a week, but the photo of his wife is generating emotion.
I wouldn't have hung it.
A resident was so upset he wrote a letter to the city's Arts Commission asking the photograph be taken down.
If it was moved to another public art museum or art gallery, then I'd be happy for Mr. Rhem to have more people come see his artwork. I just don't believe it should be in the city building.
But the head of City Arts says nudity is everywhere in art, even in wood moldings at the state capitol. And she says there's no reason it should be excluded from being shown here.
The City Arts Commission does not have a policy against nudity. We've had nudity in some of our paintings in the past, and there have been no complaints.
Rhem thinks the discussion about the photographs is healthy, but he hopes the Arts Commission doesn't consider his exhibit obscene.
It would be wrong to portray good guy, bad guy here. It's just really sad that the arts only get this kind of attention when there's this kind of controversy.
Now the commission expects to rule on whether to keep the exhibit later this evening.
Does Cook plan to take the next steps to take legal action if the commission decides to keep the exhibit up?
Well, no, Katie. He wouldn't take his concerns to that level, but he thinks the city needs to set some standards when deciding what type of art should be hanging on the public wall.
And we'll know in a couple hours. Thanks, Rick.
The City Arts Commission tonight votes unanimously to let a picture hang. The exhibit at the municipal building in Madison is turning a few heads because it's of a naked pregnant woman. A Madison resident claims such art has no reason to be in a public building.